business stuff done at the same time.
Yes.
So what's this album like?
What is it like? It's happy, it's up, it's got edgy stuff on it, it's, musically, it's kind of eclectic.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got some R&B stuff.
Good.
Yeah, like I've always done with the previous albums.
You say edgy. And I've been noticing your interviews have been a little edgy lately.
What is the edgy? My interviews have been edgy?
She said, me? Yeah, you. I've been noticing that you've been a little edgy. You've been a little risky with your interviews lately.
I have.
Yeah, I'm reading Vibe. You're talking about all kinds of stuff.
Well, I guess the questions that they ask.
But do you like talking about that stuff a little bit?
I'm not that keen on interviews. I've never thought I was that great at them.
Really?
Yeah. I have to feel really comfortable, like with you and someone that I know. It's you're talking to friends, so it's much easier than
stranger.
Yes, exactly. Questions at you, and you're just meeting for the first time.
Do you ever get really pissed off with people for asking you stupid questions?
Yeah, I thought I was going to choke this lady in here.
What happened? What's she asking?
I can't even remember the question, but she kept, and you could tell sometimes they're very cynical from the minute you meet them, and I just felt it, and I was like, oh God, here we go. Sat down, she started asking me questions, and then at some point something happened, and I just told her the question that she wanted to ask, because she was trying to get to something.
It's like they poke at you, and poking at you.
Yeah, she was beating around the bush, and I just said, why don't we just get right to it? And then she started asking questions about my family, and I just thought, oh my God, one more question from this lady, and I'm about to jump out my chair
that might
and
be good
choke her, or either I'm going to walk out of this interview, and I've never ever done that before.
Never?
But it just so happens that Lindsay and Catherine walk in and said, you know what, we got to go. We're late. And I was like, this is God. Thank you for saving me and her, because
she was about to get it.
Those aren't fun.
Have you ever had a fight with anybody? Like a fist fight?
Not since elementary school.
But in elementary school you did?
Yeah, I got in a fight with this guy.
A boy?
Yes.
I can't even imagine. Why?
Because he stole my lunch.
What'd you do?
I think he liked me, so you don't know how guys can get. You guys can get over that.
You know, Patty, how you guys are paying.
Sometimes, just because you make us that way.
Yeah.
He always says that. He likes to blame us for anything.
Yeah, you see, he stole my lunch, and I just think that was his way of trying to show some sort of affection, and then...
So what, you thugged him out? You beat him down?
Yeah. We really got into it, and I feel so badly. I think about it from time to time, thinking, oh God, and he was so cute too. I wound up having a crush on him a couple of years later.
You never saw him later, right?
We lived around the corner from each other.
Oh, okay. And you made up, everything's fine.
Yeah.
But since then, never?
No, never.
So you're pretty mellow?
No, it's not that I haven't felt
the need to or the urge.
No, I've had walking out of clubs, I've had girls pull my hair.
Yeah?
Yes. And I have.
But you have security for that now, right?
Yes, I do, but it just makes you want to turn around, and you just want to, when someone, and they know what they're doing, you turn around, and then they wave at you. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a fan going, oh my gosh, and out of excitement. She pulled my hair, and it pulled me back. So that's some fighting stuff, right? No, really.
No, you would have been with it, right?
I had Tina on one side of me and Sean was on the other. We were all coming out of a club. And we all turned around, and we all just felt like, and I was thinking, God, please, and I'm just praying and counting.
And you can't do that, because people will try to sue you. And
exactly.
They can't do
exactly.
Janet Jackson.
No, but see, I don't start things. People make you go there, is what it is.
That's what security's for, man. Let them walk, though.
Yeah, no, I never have, and
that's good.
Hopefully.
There's so many things I want to ask you. I haven't seen you in a little while, and I definitely want to hear some stuff on the album.
Sure.
And I would love to let some people on the phone talk to you, if that's cool, too.
Sure.
All right, good. So Janet Jackson's here, in case you haven't heard, everybody. If you want to talk to her, 1-800-223-9797 is the number. We're going to play this first single right now from the Janet album. That's in stores April 24th. This is All For You. Let's have it. I like this. And it's Hot 97, blazing hip-hop and R&B, baby. Janet Jackson here, y'all. Janet Jackson, it's all for you. Well, it might sound funny. Sanchez came in here and wrecked my mic in the middle of my big Janet Jackson interview. Thanks, Janet. This is terrible. Just bear with me, Mom. We're going to get it together. So you must be excited. Once again, everybody, in case you're just turning in, Janet Jackson is here. Her album is in stores on April 24th. And I got my copy here. Is this for me? Can I have this?
Yeah.
All right, keep it. Good. I'm going to check this out tonight and put it in. This mic sounds horrible. Let me go over here and holler at you. Hello? Oh, that's better. So now you're all the way over there.
I know, it's okay. Well, you need a chair. You have to sit down.
I know. You're so considerate. Let me get a chair. All right, this is very unorganized. I love your boots.
Thank you.
Where do you shop? You have people buy stuff for you, right? You have like stylists.
Yes, but my friends too. When they shop for themselves, they'll pick up stuff. Well, for me, like these boots. My friend Kelly picked these up. The jacket, another friend Gil picked it up, and my belt, and so they always pick up stuff for me.
People take care of you, huh?
I'm very fortunate. Yes.
Do you ever feel over taken care of? You know what I mean?
Where you just want to do stuff for yourself?
Yeah, do you ever feel like, everybody just leave me alone?
I get like that on video sets sometimes.
Because people poking at your hair, poking at your makeup.
You feel like you can't breathe. Like you're suffocating. And I just sometimes just walk away for a minute and just have to take my space just for a second.
Breathe?
Yes.
Do a little bit of breathing and relax. What about overall? Like just being in this business and being a celebrity your whole life, do you ever feel like you wish you could get away from that? You know what I mean? Is just the life of being you overwhelming sometimes?
I wish sometimes that I could blend in, you know, especially when I'm out. For instance, I love museums.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I sometimes just want to blend in with everyone else and not have anyone notice you and just enjoy. Or at an amusement park. Just enjoy. As opposed to always going through the back, because I never get to see the park. I get to ride the ride and don't have to wait in line. That's great.
Right.
But to actually enjoy the park, I don't get to do that. So.
Just walk around and chill,
yeah.
Right? Was there ever like a point in your life where it really became like it was a problem? I would imagine at some point you had to go through growing pains with it or adjustment. Or maybe not, because you've always been in this
it's when I started television, I guess. Yeah, well, I started when I was 7 years old, but for the most part, when I actually started television, I think is when it really happened. Good times, different strokes, stuff like that. Yeah, I started in this business when I was 7, singing and dancing and
wow,
all that stuff with my brother.
It's just who you are at this point, right? Like it's just your whole life. I'm like everything you do. We talked about this a little bit the last time you were here. That like how everything you do is in the paper. You know, can be put in the paper. Every move of your life,
yes,
be accounted for, or at least they try to account for it.
Yes,
analyze it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, under a microscope, that scrutiny.
No, and then we were talking about you doing interviews and stuff before, like. When you know you're going to do an interview, let's say Vibe, because I just read the Vibe article last night while I was on the plane. I was wondering about this, because it seems like there's always a theme to your press before an album comes out.
Really?
Is that, yeah, maybe it's a theme because it's where you are in your life, you know what I mean?
I think that's what it has to be.
It's a planned theme.
No, it's not a planned theme, so that has to be what it is, because that's what's going on in my life, and listening to the album, and maybe the journalists reading the bio and getting a feel for, you know, what's happening right now with me. Well, you could hear that on the album, really. Mm-hmm. And I guess that must be what it is, because it's never a planned thing going into an interview.
It's just where you are.
Yeah.
And you're like, where would you say you are now?
I'm in a great space.
What?
Yeah, it's a sense of freedom. I'm happy.
You are? Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
You always seem happy. Anytime I see you, always smiling and seem happy.
This is the happiest I've been in a very, very long time. I really feel good.
Why is that?
There have been changes in my life. Lots of changes. Angie's going to go, and what are those changes?
Oh, I didn't going to say anything. You want to leave the conversation. I'm not trying to be one of those pokey interviewers. Let you talk, Ma.
No, I mean, well, one obvious one is just, I'm
You're single now.
Yeah.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
You're single
I don't know why that's so hard for me to say sometimes. Not that I'm single, but...
Not a bad thing.
No, not at all. But that I'm... I feel badly about saying that I'm no longer with Renee. I don't know what it is.
You feel guilty a little bit?
Yeah, because it's like saying I'm happy, I'm divorced. Do you see what I mean? It's like...
You don't want it to sound like you're happy because you're divorced.
Exactly. But I'm just in a much better space.
For yourself, though. Maybe sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with the other person. It's just about you finding a little bit.
It truly does, but I feel that's the way it sounds to a lot of people. And thank you.
For what?
For just clearing that up for myself.
Oh, my little analyzing?
Yeah, but it was right on the money, though.
No, I feel you. I think that a lot of people go through that, especially when you go from one relationship right into another relationship. You need some time. Yeah, not that you did that, but you know what I mean? You need some time for yourself after that.
Truly. I mean, this is really my first time being on my own, being alone.
And you like it.
I'm really enjoying it. Right now.
In a minute, you might be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you something.
That's what my friends say.
It wears off.
That's what my friends say, that eventually it will, and well, there's a song on the album called Someone to Call My Lover, and they talk to me about this whole dating thing and that whole thing, and eventually you're going to want someone to call your own, and so that's what the song Someone to Call My Lover is about.
But not right now, right?
No, I'm having a great time. I'm enjoying life.
Good for you. Good for you. What do you think? Would you do it again? Would you want to do it again?
Get married?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think I will.
Ever? You don't think?
It hasn't put a bad taste in my mouth, but it's just I feel like I don't need a piece of paper to really
to commit to somebody.
To validate what we have.
Right.
It's exactly to truly that's in the heart.
Right.
And I feel that's just my feelings about it.
Until Mr. Right comes along and sweeps you off your feet, and then you're going to change your mind.
And then there I go.
With the big full wedding, with the gown and the 20 bridesmaids.
I don't know about all of that, but no, I think I'm more of the kind of person you live with. I think.
I'm sure your mother loves when you say that.
Yeah, she's probably dying right now.
That's funny. All right, we're gonna. I want to play the Doesn't Really Matter now. We're gonna do that. We're gonna take some phone calls. 1-800-223-9797. If you're just tuning in, Janet Jackson is with us today, man. Her album's coming out on April 24th, and we'll take them back just a little bit with this right here. It's Hot 97, Blazing Hip Hop. That's my boy. That's DJ Enough, Janet. I love Enough. He's a cool guy. That's the first time he met you, right?
Yes.
How you doing, Daddy?
I'm good.
If you're in New York around 5 o'clock, you should listen to Enough. He does the rush hour at 5 o'clock. He mixes. He's not terrible.
Mix me up?
Yeah, mix you up.
You mix me up?
Oh, please, Janet, don't gas him.
Thank you, sir.
He's going to be gassed. We love you, E.
Love you guys, too.
No, it's not about you. It's about Janet Jackson today, E.
Both, girl.
You're here every day. Janet only comes here once in a while. And she has that infamous little laugh. Infamous little giggle that we hear on your records. I want to know what you're doing in the studio all the time. That got you cracking up. That got you cracking up on your records.
Just acting stupid, being silly with Jimmy.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's all. Running my mouth.
What's going on? Can you tell us, Janet? What's going on in the studio that you're giggling and all that all the time about? Actually, you work with different people too on this album, right?
Yeah, well, I worked with Rockweiler.
Big shout to Rockweiler.
Yeah.
Bless my dog.
He's my baby.
He's sweet, right? How many songs did he do?
What, 5?
5?
Yeah, 5, 6. Yeah, 5.
That's where he's been, because we haven't seen him in a while. You done snatched Rockweiler up and kept it for yourself for a little while.
That is this Lady Marmalade that he worked on with Missy.
No, that's right. He did do that.
Yeah.
That's right. Somebody was telling me about that video today. I haven't seen it yet.
It's nice. I saw it last night.
Do you get to watch a lot of videos?
I try to. just before I go to bed or when I wake up, or
Just to stay on top of stuff.
yeah, just to see what's going on and watch the different directors and the different artists, their videos.
Do you ever, I read that you said you saw a little bit of yourself in some of Britney's moves and stuff like that. Do you see that with other people, or do you see that a lot? Like yourself, like, hey, that was my little step.
But you know who brings it to my attention are my friends, because I never truly paid attention to it before until they said, Jen, come on, you don't think that looks like you? And then I thought, well, you know what, it kind of does now that you mentioned it, because I never paid attention to it before.
Really?
Honestly, I did not. I mean, I heard when she says stop and stuff like this and sing, and it reminds me of Nasty and the stuff I did with Control and Mother Nation, but I didn't pay attention to the dancing.
Is that flattering, or you feel like she's a biter?
I love Angie. Is that flattering? Or honestly, it is flattering for me. Okay. No, because you get your inspiration from somewhere. You know, we all have those who have inspired us. I mean, Marvin Gaye has been a great inspiration in my life, and I think you heard it with That's the Way Love Goes, and with the other things that I did on the Janet album. And
it's okay, you're saying?
Yeah, I think it's okay, but at the same time, I think you need to bring your own.
Be easy with my stuff.
Okay.
But no, see, I didn't say
Real now.
Keep it gangster.
Keep it gangster.
Get her own moves. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I said
you guys know, and nothing is making it.
He's making it worse.
Yeah, he is.
We're troublemakers. We're sorry.
But I do think it's important to bring your own into it. I really do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, how was the Icons thing?
It was awesome.
It had to be.
Such an amazing night for myself. For me, it was truly,
amazing.
I was floored. And then they came to get me 45 minutes into the show, and I really at that moment wished I was not performing, because it seemed like only 10 minutes had passed. I was really enjoying myself.
Wow.
Yeah, I really was.
That's good. That had to feel like a great honor, man. All those artists coming out and doing their songs.
It really was.
Even Outkast, Miss Jackson.
I love them so much. I really, and I finally met Method that night. We'll two-way each other, and we'll talk over the pages, but we finally got a chance to meet that night.
That was the first time?
Yes.
He's sweet, right?
He is a sweetheart.
Big shout out to Meth. I haven't seen him in ages.
I really like him.
Who else you like?
I love Pink. I love Outkast. I love Jill Scott.
Did you see her in concert?
No, I was so mad.
You are playing yourself.
I was so mad because I think she was performing here, and I was leaving. I was going to Europe the very next day or something. So I totally missed it.
Make it your business. She puts on a great show.
I hear she does. I think she's awesome.
Yeah, she's doing her thing right now, too. Big shout out to Jill Scott. We have to handle some business?
Yep.
Oh, gosh. Don't leave it. I know you're on a tight schedule, but just stay with me for 2 more minutes, okay? I got to pay some bills. We're going to come back. Janet's here with us. Hotlines are open. We're going to play some more joints when we come back. And don't forget, actually, we're going to count them down. That's next. The Hot 5 of 4. Keep it locked. It's Hot 97. Blazing hip-hop and R&B.